Okay, so before um being a presenter, or I mean being the moderator for Who Wants to Be Rich, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Am I right? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Same,
Yeah.
same. Who wants to be rich? Wants to be millionaire? Yeah, same.
No. Okay, so before that, I mean, what happened and how did you end up in that role? In line
I
of work.
respond. I responded to an advert in the paper. There was an advert in the paper, the Business Financial Times. They were looking for a host for this game show, so I applied, and I went to the auditions. We did 2 auditions, and then we did a final one, which was a pilot. Um, no, it wasn't a pilot. We did a final. There was a final audition between me and another candidate for the job, and then I got the job. Then we did it for 3 seasons. Yeah, it was a really door opening experience. So I got to meet a lot of people, and well, that was I would say that was my second TV job actually, because I did a small current affairs show called In the House a year before Who Wants to Be Rich. But this was like my first really big, national TV show. It was on 3 different networks at the same time. I think Metro, GTV, and Joy Prime, I guess. Yeah. So that was it. It was an advert. I applied via the newspapers. Opportunities are there.
Well, people usually think some of these things maybe come out as a result of connections, or I mean, knowing someone knowing you. How did that experience affect your life?
Well, I didn't know anybody who was nobody's going to give me that job. It was this. I do remember that there were some people who were trying to get their favorite presenters at that time into the role, and the producers were not interested in somebody who was already in the system. They wanted a new face. So that worked for me because I hadn't done any major TV show before then. My background was really read. Yeah. So it's not always who you know. There are people who say that as an excuse, and then they decide not to prepare and go. They say, oh, it's who you know, so if you don't know somebody, they'll not allow you, they'll not get you in. But it's a fallacy. I didn't know anybody, but I applied. I did my research, but what we're looking for, I guess I was able to do what I had to do. Yeah. So it was just research. Yeah, it's not a matter of who you know. It may happen for some people, but it's not always the time. And you don't use that as an excuse. Yeah. So I did my work and I did the interview, and yeah, I was selected.